And we are back. Welcome to the Redbird Redzone podcast. My name is Will. You can find me on Twitter at LiveOnThatSwing. Joining me today, I've got my two lovely co-hosts. Why don't you two introduce yourselves?
Yo, I'm Mac. Thank you guys for joining us. You can find me on Twitter at AZSportsFien. That's F-I-E-N.
And I'm Jackie. You can find me on Twitter at JSanDiego. That is with 2 O's. And we are back for season 4. Holy shit, we've been doing this for 4 seasons, guys.
Oh my God.
I think Will's been doing it for like 9.
Will's been doing it since he was 9.
My first year was the Josh Rosen year. My first year was the Josh Rosen year. Glad we're not there anymore. And unfortunately for the haters and the doubters, I don't think we're still there. Because I think, despite what people think, this is not a rebuilding team. This is a team that's there. And I'm tired of the narrative.
You don't think we're still rebuilding?
Absolutely not. I think this is a wild card team.
You think? I think we could fight for a wild card, but you think the defense is good enough to hold up?
In my opinion, if this defense is in the top 20, not 15, not 10, not 5, 20, this team makes the playoffs. I believe in this offense that much.
What do you think, Jackie?
If you would have asked me maybe like a month or so ago if we were still in a rebuild, I would tell you, and it still in a rebuild and still in contention for a wild card spot, I would say, you know what? I think we've got enough pieces. I think we're ready for the wild card, but we really haven't addressed pass rush. BJ Ojulari is out for the year. Darius Robinson will be unavailable for the first month. And the fact that we didn't make any upgrades at their position, replacements at their position, tells me that we're fine with where we're at. We're not trying to make a huge splash as far as, putting up a lot of wins this season. So I still think we're another year away from this rebuild, but I think we will make some noise. We will definitely steal some wins that we shouldn't. We'll also lose some games that we should win. It's Cardinals football. This is what we're used to.
Yeah, I mean, I
will say the first game we lose, I will have a gun in my mouth.
As you should, Will.
Yeah, you should have the
typical Will.
Pass rush, D-line, and cornerbacks. I still think are a pretty big question mark right now, heading into the week 1. And my biggest thing heading into week 1 is I want to see how this defense can try to contain a Josh Allen, even though Stephon Diggs is gone. You still have James Cook, who I think is one of the best young running backs in the league. And our defense is coming off being the worst rush D in the league last year, worst defense overall in the league. So we still have a ways to go, I feel, before, we're a perennial playoff team. But yeah, I think hopes are still high heading into this year that, we saw how competitive this team could be with Kyler Murray at the helm. You have a quarterback who can carry you in the fourth quarter and have the ball in his hands. Anything can happen. So, I'm looking forward to this season. I put money down that the Cardinals would make the playoffs and would cover over their 6.5, win spread on the year. So, I'm definitely optimistic. I do think this is more than just a 1-year rebuild that, Austin Fort and Gannon, came here for. So that's just me.
I think this could just be typical cockiness, but I look at this first week as a battle of the immovable force versus the unstoppable object. This Cardinals defense against this bad Bills defense versus this Bills offense versus our very bad defense.
And see, a lot of people are counting us out. They're saying we're the underdog. We're not favored. The Bills are going to beat our ass, all this and that. But I don't think anyone has taken into account that the Bills have lost a lot of fucking players. They lost a lot of players on that defense. Everybody involved in the Hail Murray is gone. And they lost Stephon Diggs, who was a locker room cancer, but still your best weapon. They lost Gabe Davis. So really all they have is James Cook, which he can cook us. But the thing with Josh Allen, though, Josh Allen likes to play a lot of hero ball. He likes to do a lot of reckless shit. And I have a prediction, a bold take, if you will, that we take
3 turnovers.
You say 3. I was gonna keep it safe at 2, but I like 3.
Oh, I like the way you're thinking.
I will say the of the players they do have, their top 3 wide receivers, none of them had more than 700 yards last year.
Oh yeah,
And
I mean you got a rookie
a little bit because Keon Coleman's in there, but
yeah,
I mean Curtis Samuel and Khalil Shakir do not really scare me.
No, I agree. That's why I think the biggest thing is trying to contain that rush D. See how far we've come along.
Now, I will say their tight end room does kind of.
Yep.
Because I mean, they got both Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox, and that's a pretty good duo.
Yeah.
If anything's going to beat us, it's going to be that.
But we got a good duo too, and Tip Ryman and Trey McBreezy. So bring it.
Right.
Which I think Tip Ryman he was limited. He was one of the 3 guys on the injury report.
Yeah.
But he's one of the guys I'm looking forward to come in here and be that second tight end who figures is going to be a heavy blocker. You let McBride do his thing, and then Ryman, he loves to fucking play smash mouth football. So that could be a great combination moving forward for sure.
I will say, I'm just going back to the preseason here. I would like some "I told you so" points on Desmond Ridder.
My God! All right, for those of you listening at home, back whenever the fuck we traded for Desmond Ridder, Will in our big Cardinals group chat had a full-on meltdown talking about what the fuck, why did we get Ridder? Dude, his cheeks, this and that, blah blah blah. Everyone in the group chat told Will just calm down. This is a solid backup. He's just a backup. Don't lose your shit. Will's right. I am on this podcast with tongue in cheek. Will was right. Ridder is fucking ass cheeks and a half.
Wow, it's a new year, folks. The only time Will is right is before the season starts. Remember that.
Will was justified with his bitch fit about getting fucking Desmond Ridder.
And where is he now, Jackie?
The practice squad.
Damn right.
So essentially, we just basically would have. The Falcons would have released Ridder. We would have released Rondell Moore. No harm. Done right there.
Rondell we swapped suck and stink. Right? Is what we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
But poor Rondell Moore is out for the year. So
I am a Rondell Moore truther.
Of course you are.
No,
Please write to your local congressman if you agree.
Jackie, what are you sipping on?
So, I'm just kind of keeping it light, keeping it casual. I got me a little Michelob Ultra. I'm trying to watch the calories because I will be in Miami for the Cardinals and Dolphins game. So I'm trying to be beach body ready.
Colby letting you go, huh?
It'll be for his birthday weekend. That's what we're doing.
Nice. That'd be dope.
Yeah. So if anybody's going to the Miami game.
What weekend's that?
Oh, you don't want to come see Carolina play in the freezing December weather?
Fuck no.
For $5.
I think it's like week 7 we play them. It's like October 27th is the game, I think.
That's gonna be some good ass weather.
Yeah, so I'm trying to. Colby was like, "Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to Green Bay? Do you want to go to Minnesota? Do you want to go to Miami?" I'm like, cold, snow, and a beach. Like, what do you think?
Right.
Oh, sorry, it's week 8 that we're gonna be in Miami. So if anybody's going, find me and buy me a beer. But week 7 we play in fantasy, so it's gonna be a bloodbath for sure.
You guys are glad I'm not in your league because I'd be kicking your butts.
Wait, who you playing in fantasy week 7?
I played Colby fantasy week 7. This is the 3rd year we've done fantasy football together. I have not been able to beat him.
Do you guys want to rate my roster?
Not really.
Damn.
Like girls or like your fantasy roster?
I mean, fantasy, yeah.
No, not really.
Damn.
Will picks his fantasy team by the best looking guys. So
yeah, I choose whoever I think is the most hung.
I saw someone that is a good one. I saw some girl do a all Chris fantasy roster, and she drafted everybody named Chris.
Sounds terrible. I don't even know if the Cardinals have a Chris on the roster.
Is there a Chris quarterback?
Oh, we have Chris Moore, like our 4th string.
I was going to say we have Chris Moore.
I'm trying to think of a Chris quarterback.
If there's a Chris quarterback, leave it in the comments, people. All 2 of you watching.
Shout out. Thank you guys for watching.
Did you go out to any open practices, Mac?
I did not this year. As you guys know, I have a wife who's due next month with our first kid.
Next month or next week?
Or next week, sorry. Thank you. I don't even know when my own kid's supposed to be born, but
yeah. As long as you're there. Just be present.
And then in June, I got into a pretty bad car accident, T-boned someone. So it's kind of MIA there for a little bit.
I was worried about you. You weren't in the group chat for like a while.
Yeah.
MIA.
All time now. Yeah. Been just trying to focus on work. And
being a family man and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Happy for you, man.
Yeah. So, but glad to be back here. So I don't know if I'll be here next week, depending on when little Vivian is born, but we'll definitely be, if I'm not here next week, I'll be here the week after and whatever. And I'll be back on Twitter really with the Cardinals and tweeting away, and I'll be posting videos of replays, throughout the week. So keep an eye on that, AZ Sports Fiend. So not much is going to be changing, just not as active on social media as what I once was.
Yep, I know how that goes, dude. I've got my kiddo with me. She will be here for another week, and then it's back on the East Coast for her. And then you'll see my face on here because right now I look like shit. But I did get to go to one of the open practices with Colby. I actually took my daughter. She had a blast. So now every time we drive by the stadium, she always thinks we're going to go to a Cardinals game or she wants to watch the Cardinals play. So
are you going to name? Is her middle name going to be Santonio after your favorite player ever?
Fuck no. Fuck him.
Hey, is that roller coaster built next to the stadium? Yeah.
It's
getting there.
It looks like it hasn't progressed anymore.
Really?
It's still that got the loop up and everything, but
it's pretty dope.
That shit's gonna take forever to be done.
Right.
Rip.
Yeah. So what is your biggest concern offensively heading into this week 1 versus the Bills in Buffalo? What are you guys concerned?
For me, I'm worried that the lack of preseason reps affects Marvin Harrison. I fully get why the benefits of keeping him under lock and key, making sure that when he comes out, you see him for the first time and the other team sees him for the first time. But I'm also worried that his lack of in-game reps may affect him.
That's fair.
That's fair. Everybody is going into year 2 or year 3 with Kyler. Yeah. So, I mean, he's got somewhat of an established connection with everybody except Marv. I'm sure, obviously, they've been practicing together, but, it might not click, and he might not put up some big numbers week 1. My biggest concern right now is just offensive line.
See, I feel like I vary with people on that. I've seen so many articles going into the season that we have the worst O-line in football. I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. I feel like people look at us. People didn't watch our games last year, obviously. Right. They look at us and they say, well, they typically have a bad O-line. They went 4-13, however much last year. It must have been because of that O-line. The O-line was not the problem. You don't have a 1,000-yard rusher with a bad O-line. That doesn't happen. So I feel like the concern about our O-line is just drastically overplayed.
I don't know.
I think it's just kind of a narrative that's just been hanging over the team for a long time, and it's kind of a lazy one. It wasn't the worst in the league, but it can always be better.
I think that's my biggest concern is the offensive line. I mean, I like our receivers. Also interested to see who really steps up. Behind Marvin Harrison. Can Michael Wilson stay healthy? Can Greg Dortch do it for a full season? There's a couple question marks right there that will remain to be seen. And then just the offensive line in general, the depth. I do like how Kelvin Beacham's, he's a backup now. So you got a little depth there. Will Hernandez is a year older. So it's going to be curious to see how Paris Johnson transitions to left tackle. I don't think he's going to be, I'm not too worried. That's probably one of my least concerns on the offensive lines, Paris Johnson moving over to left tackle. But I still think it's a work in progress. I don't think it's a top 15 offensive line, but I've been wrong before.
And left tackle was his natural position, so I feel like if anything, he might excel better than, and play better than what he did last year. So we'll see. We've got Tip Ryman, who's a good blocking tight end, so that kind of helps. We've got Trey Benson now. Maybe we can establish a good pound the rock tandem with him and James Conner. So I feel like we're gonna be a big rush heavy team this year.
Oh, yeah.
We've got the guys to do it.
Yeah, for sure. That's what you want to do. You want to be able to pound the rock, and when you're winning in games, be able to run it. Run it down teams' throats. So yeah, I'm jacked about Trey Benson. It's funny how some people reacted about Michael Carter. Like, there's a reason why he was claimed off waivers last year, and we got him.
I mean he's solid, but he's not the guy you should be relying on.
No, yeah, I mean he's a decent pass catcher out of the backfield, and he seems like a smart guy. But Trey Benson, man, between him and James Conner, that could be a scary duo, which I'm fucking looking forward to.
Should we do season predictions for our win total?
Sure. Do we want to go through our schedule, or how do you want to do that?
Yeah, we'll just go through our schedule.
Okay, let me write down each one.
You could just
real quick. Who's your offensive breakout player this year?
Me?
Yeah, or both of you. Dortch, Mac.
We'll go Michael Wilson. Just need to stay healthy. I mean, obviously Marvin Harrison, but you're picking a top 5 guy, so it's not really fair. But
I'm like, Marv's a given, but I think with Marv, he's going to get a lot of the double teams. So I feel like Michael Wilson's going to eat. I feel like Trey McBride's going to be a red zone threat.
The way Michael Wilson and Kyler are kind of connected at the very end of last year was very promising, and so I'm looking forward to hopefully that will carry over. I mean, he's such a fucking talent. Just needs to stay on the field. That was his huge red flag coming out of college. So, but excited to see what he can do, stay out there. Him, Dortch seems like it's finally getting that opportunity to, play good amount of snaps each week, which is exciting. So looking forward to, I mean, the running back room, the wide receiver room, tight end room, there's not much to complain about. There's not a lot of weaknesses on the Cardinals offense. In my eyes, it's the biggest one is, the offensive line, but we'll see. You start pounding the rock, man, and that's going to make it easier on the offensive line guys the deeper you get into games.
Is there anybody on defense you think is going to have a breakout year?
Demerson.
Okay.
I want to say it's David Collins, but I think we've seen a few years of him. I'm going to go Garrett Williams. We need him at cornerback to step up and, be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to kind of see how these young cornerbacks do. Max Melton back there, as well. So I think it's exciting. We got pieces. I like it more than, the defense than last year for sure. Curious to see how Mac Wilson's going to be. I'm in a IDP league where it's an independent defensive player that you draft. And he was ahead of Kaiser White for linebackers for his ADP, his average draft position. So looking forward to kind of see what Matt Wilson can kind of do between him and Kaiser White at the middle linebackers. So, just excited to see what happens. It's a shame BJ Ojulari went down, but next man up.
For sure.
Exactly. And my pick for a breakout player is going to be Jalen Thompson. I feel like he's not talked about enough, but he quietly had a really good year last year. He had 4 interceptions, which I feel like our defense last year didn't generate a lot of turnovers. And he had a career high PFF grade. If you pay attention to PFF grades or think they're worth anything, it's a career high of 77. So he excelled in the zone defense that Jonathan Gannon's putting in. So I feel like he's going to have another successful year alongside with Buddha.
We have some of the best safety tandems in the league too. So excited definitely to see Buddha out there. Hopefully, I feel like Buddha, while he still, was Buddha, I feel like it was almost a little bit of a down year last year, which kind of banged up and stuff. So can't really complain too much, but just excited to see him back out there. I feel like he's rejuvenated a little bit, hearing him talk this offseason. and today talking about how he's ready to just hit somebody. So that's exciting.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're ready to go over the season.
All right, week 1, Buffalo Bills.
I'll
Dub.
go Buffalo.
Dub.
You think Buffalo beats us?
Wow, fake fan.
No, it's realistic.
Listen, I feel like even if Buffalo is going to somehow be a good team this year, they're going to stumble out the gate.
We'll see. They do have a lot of changeover there, though. So this is like the perfect time to play them in Buffalo. The weather should be decent. Trying to incorporate a bunch of new guys offensively and defensively. So they could start slow, but going into Buffalo, that's a tough task. So I still got the Cardinals. I told you I put money on the Cardinals. I put the Cardinals money on the Cardinals too to if the Cardinals win the Super Bowl, I'm winning like $3,000. So even if we get out of the NFC, I'm winning like $1,200. So that's fine. But
all right.
Move on. Let's move on. So do you pick W? Well,
yeah.
Homers.
Right. Week 2 versus the Rams.
W.
Jack.
Okay, fans. I know you guys are.
We're at home against the Rams.
Uh-huh.
We're losing that one.
Sheesh.
I know. I suck. Look, I can't have us going. What is it? 17-0.
You can.
I mean, I could.
You can if you believe.
Yeah.
What do you got, Will?
L.
Yeah. So you get me shit for picking week 1. Okay. Whatever.
Week 3 versus the Lions.
Oof.
I'm going Detroit.
I think we're due for one against the Lions. I'm
You got a hard
going to say it's a
schedule.
dub.
You got a dub?
Yeah.
The way it
Which
works,
sucks. Like, the Lions have our number, even when they were shit.
I mean, we had a pretty big winning streak against them for a while. Because, I mean, before 2017, they hadn't beaten us since 2006. And we played them pretty regularly.
Okay, John Madden, what you got? W or L?
W.
Okay.
I think Dan Campbell's going to do his typical bullshit, and I think he's going to fuck him over.
Moving right along.
Week 4 versus Washington.
Dub. I will be in the building for that one. So if you're going to be there, buy me a beer.
Double.
Dub.
Yeah.
Fuck
Jaden
Cliff
Daniels.
Kingsbury.
Yeah, that's true. So that's home, right? It's a home game.
Yeah. And then week 5, we go on the road to face the Niners.
Oh, okay.
That's a big L. Week
6,
6, we face Green Bay.
Where at?
At Lambeau in October. So
probably
chilly.
Yeah, I'm going to go dub.
I'm going to say it's an L.
I like Jordan Love, but
I think he's cute.
Okay, moving right along.
All right, week 7, we got the Chargers on Monday Night Football at home.
Dub.
Week 8, we face Miami at 1
Dub.
p.m. at Miami.
I'll be there, so dub.
L. Jackie's there. Dub. Okay. Damn, Jackie in Miami about to get cray.
Yeah, I might come back pregnant. Kidding.
All right. Week 9 at home versus Chicago.
Dub.
Yep.
Week 10 at home versus the Jets.
Dub. Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
I don't buy that he's healthy. I don't buy
dub too.
Week 12, our first game versus Seattle.
This is in November now?
Yep. At Seattle.
I always like playing them at the end of the year. I feel like the month of December we have their number, but I'm gonna say dub.
Yeah, Jackie's like 10-2.
Shit, oops.
Big Jackie award.
Letting it swing.
I'm gonna say it's a dub.
Dub.
Because we're coming off a bye.
What's Will at right now?
He's got 4 L's. He's not that much of a homer.
Week 13 at Minnesota. I think that's a dub.
Dub. God damn. We need to put money. You guys need to put money on the Super Bowl.
Right.
He's dub.
14 at home versus Seattle.
Will, you got dub against Minnie?
Yeah, I do.
At home against Seattle, I'll say L.
Yeah, I'm gonna say L. We'll split with them.
Yeah, we tend to lose to them at home. Week 15 versus New England.
Dub.
Apparently, that's like a popular survivor pool pick for New England for them to beat us, and it's like, I'm sorry, that's not happening.
It's Jacoby Brissett, right? But who did they draft? Drake May?
Yeah.
Dub.
Week 16 at Carolina.
Fat fucking dub.
Big dub.
Big dub. You'll be there?
Absolutely. I got some good ass seats too.
$5 a seat?
Hell yeah.
Didn't you say they were like $5 last year or something?
I mean, the seats that me and my dad got for the last game of the season against the Buccaneers, we got. I can't remember if we paid 50 combined or 50 each for like.
They should be paying you to watch that bullshit. Some of the best seats I've ever had in my life.
I need Bryce Young to figure it out this year. I thought he looked pretty good in preseason. But
Week
my dynasty league, I need him. Let's go.
Week 17 at LA. This will be
Rams?
Potentially nationally televised. Yeah.
I'm gonna go L.
L.
Dub.
God damn.
Dub at LA. And that leads us to the final week of the season versus San Francisco at home. I say dub.
L.
I say L.
Ooh, what do we got? You guys can keep talking.
I'm just waiting on you to give me the word.
Listen.
Jackie 12-5.
Like I said at the beginning of the show, we're going to steal some wins where we shouldn't win. We're also going to lose some games that we should have won. It's Cardinals football.
10-7. I got on that 10-7. I think that's realistic. The schedule fucking after the first month and a half, it drops off pretty significantly. So
I know this is the front half is our gauntlet, and I feel like it's not even that bad.
If we are at 500 by week 7, we make the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. But
what do I have for the record?
12-5. You two fucking homers. That's
Jesus Christ.
Listen, I'm very confident in our new regime. I feel like Monty killed this draft. Everybody's bitches about the lack of big name free agency signings, but everybody he got in free agency was an upgrade to each position that he addressed. It's not the big blockbuster name, but we didn't overspend, so we've got money to blow next year if we think we're ready to make a run. And I think he knocked it out of the park with this draft, so I'm pretty comfortable. Gannon seems like a good coach. Everyone seems bought in. Kyler's got a full training camp. He's ready to go. His camaraderie with the guys. If you follow him closely on social media, they've been going on trips, going out to eat. They've been working out at Saguaro High School.
They've been kissing and making out.
And they were kissing. No, I'm just kidding. But speaking of camaraderie and, we haven't heard anything negative about Kyler in what feels like a long time. Now
it's almost as if those narratives were fed by a certain somebody and not actually genuine.
It's like the rats were fucking smoked out of the building.
And now the rats are going on a Trice weekly pod. Steve Keim and Mike Jerky will be having a podcast analyzing Cardinals games.
God,
did you guys see that?
Horrible. I did not see that.
I think I would rather watch my family get shot.
They just fucking get drunk together the whole time. Ain't no different than this podcast, but whatever.
Yeah, but we're not, some washed up dudes with shit takes. So.
What IPA are they getting sponsored by?
4 Peaks. I don't like 4 Peaks. Sorry, 4 Peaks. If you're thinking about sponsoring this pod.
Uber. Sponsored by Uber.
Christ. All right. Should we get into our weekly predictions?
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to touch on that you guys have been thinking about during this off season? Ready for this week? Anything real quick before we move on?
Should we have a weekly segment called Just the Tip where we talk about Tip Ryman?
I love it. I wish we could. Apparently, he did the whole birds are fake was not true. So that makes me.
I mean, it's like a meme.
But no, make sure everybody tunes in next week. So I will announce my inaugural season Big Dick Player of the Game. I guess I don't have a Big Dick Player of the off season.
No?
And I didn't watch a lot of
just say it's not Desmond Ritter. That'll be the...
That's a small dick.
Clayton.
I'll say it's everybody but Desmond Ritter.
If you were on the active 53-man roster, you are my Big Dick Player of the off season.
Fucking pussy. God damn it.
All right, let's get into our picks of the week. First things first, we're going to dodge the Ravens-Chiefs game as it was already in progress. Tomorrow night in Brazil, Packers-Eagles.
Do any players get shot while in Brazil?
What's the under-over on that? How many players get shot?
0.5.
0.5 over. Okay. Who is Eagles-Packers?
I'm going to go Packers.
Pack.
Just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go Philly.
Wow, disgusting. All right, opening up week 1, Sunday, we got Steelers-Falcons. Who do we have?
I'm going ATL. I think the offense is going to be better with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Coles, Cash, Kirk. ATL.
I don't think it matters. They have Raheem Morris as their coach. They're going to stink. It's going to be the Steelers.
Okay.
All right.
Listen, believer.
Then we got Titans-Bears. Who do you have?
I'll go Chicago. So when we beat them, they'll have a few wins under their belt.
I'm going to say it's the Titans.
I will say those I think I saw a stat the other day. It was like since 2002, starting quarterbacks are 0-14-1 in their first week. I don't think
Kyler Murray is the one.
He's the goat. I don't think that changes this week. I think the Titans win week 1. Right. After that, we got Pats-Bengals. Who we got?
Cincy.
The Bengals. Give me Joe Slim Shady Burr.
The Bengals.
Patriots are going to be downright awful.
After that, we got Texans-Colts. Who do we got?
The Texans.
I think the Colts will put up a good fight, though. Anthony Richardson's coming back, so
honestly, I think that's the game of the week. I'm going to say it's Texans, but I think that's the game of the week.
I think that's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one to watch.
Yeah. After that, we got Jags-Dolphins. Who do we have?
Miami.
I'm going to say it's the Jags.
Miami.
All right.
It's going to be Miami. All right. Panthers-Saints. Who do we have?
Carolina.
Ooh.
Oh, whoa, what?
I'm going New Orleans.
When the Saints go marching in, it's going to be the Saints, baby. Gumbo, gumbo, gumbo.
Oh, I love gumbo.
After that, we have... What's that?
Oh, Po' Boys from Louisiana. You wouldn't know. Moving on.
I wouldn't. I'm more Southern than you. How do you mean I wouldn't know?
Yeah, you probably would. Yeah.
All right. After that, we got Vikings-Giants. Who do we have?
Oh, we got suck and suck.
Pick the under. What the fuck is the under? It's like 30
Ass
points.
and cheeks.
10 points.
I'm biting the bullet. I'm picking a tie.
A tie at 0.
If you predict a tie, you automatically win no matter what your record is. So
I'm going to say it's the Vikings. And I also would like to say, fuck all these media people for putting up, bullshit Malik Nabers highlight tapes talking about the Cardinals seriously were drafting Marvin Harrison. Yeah, talk to me at the end of the season, bozos.
Wow.
Go, New York, go, New York, go! It's going to be the Giants, baby!
You would. Disgusting.
After that, we got Vikings. Sorry, we have Raiders, Chargers. Who do we have?
Chargers.
I'm going to go Chargers as well.
Chargers.
The Raiders are dog shit.
Dog water. Yeah, Chargers. Broncos, Seahawks.
I'm going Denver. I think Denver. I like Bo Nix over there. So
you're rocking with Bo Picks?
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh.
Hey, I went to one ASU game last year. I left at halftime because fucking he led Oregon to like a 40-point lead fucking at halftime. It was my nephew's first
Fresno State
game.
did the exact same thing last year. We can't be talking.
My nephew was like, "Yeah, it's my first college football game." I'm like, "Oh, cool." At halftime, we're like, "All right, we're out of here. Fuck this." Like, you got the whole ASU experience. Tailgating before, getting drunk, and then we're out of here at halftime.
It's like that episode of King of the Hill where Bobby goes to the Texas game. Is it normal for you to want to die after the game?
Who you got, Will?
For
Denver,
Seattle. Seattle. After that, we got Cowboys, Browns, and America's Game of the Week. Who do we have?
Cleveland. I'm going Cleveland, man. Fuck Dallas. Dallas is going to be bad.
Fuck Dallas. But I don't believe in Deshaun Watson, so I'm going to say it's Dallas.
Holla, holla, holla. We them boys, holla. Holla, 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 holla.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
It's nice to be back with you, Will.
After that, we got Commanders, Bucks. Who do we have?
I'm going to say it's the Bucks. I like Baker Mayfield over there.
Yeah, me too.
I like what Todd Bowles is doing over there.
You just think he's cute. You want to give him a little kiss.
I do want to give him a little kiss. Did you see my QB ranking?
I don't remember who was where, but I do remember being surprised Derek Carr wasn't higher.
Derek Carr is ugly, but I ranked all the quarterbacks that I thought were cute 1 to 32. Where did I have Baker? Baker comes in at number 10. Baker cracks my top 10.
Oh, I bet he does come in as a number 10.
We're moving on.
Anyway, Bucks. Bucks for that. Rams Lions is your Sunday night football.
That's gonna be fun. But I'm gonna say it's Detroit.
D-Town, Motown, whatever you need to hear me say, I'm gonna say it. It's Detroit. All right, Jets Niners.
San Francisco.
I'm going Jets. Fuck it.
Will's prediction of the week. It happens to Aaron Rodgers again.
Wow.
Niners.
Okay. So gnarly prediction of the week.
And all of that leads us to your Arizona Cardinals versus the snowy, the table-breaking, the absolutely freezing Buffalo Bills.
What up, Tyler?
Hi, Tyler.
Hey, Tyler. Who do you have?
Tell your girlfriend go Chiefs. Well, us versus the Bills?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, now I want to pick the Cardinals, but I picked Buffalo when we did earlier, so.
Fake fan.
I'm going Buffalo.
I'm going to go Cardinals.
It's a win-win. If Buffalo wins, I'm smarter than you guys. If the Cardinals win, then the Cardinals win. It's a win-win. So.
What's your score prediction?
Oh, shit. I'm going to go 26 to 23. They beat us by 3. Okay.
Jackie,
I'm going to say we win 31-27.
Damn.
And I'm going to say that everybody our Vegas line right now, the Bills are considered such a big favorite that it's ridiculous. It's like -290 if you put money on them. That's insane. The Bills have been
favored by like 8 or 6.
I don't fucking know. The Bills right now are post-collapse Russia. This is post-USSR Russia. This is a team that is coasting off reputation and does not deserve its praises. No, I am going to be so bold. I am going to say we are going to go out there. We are going to win that game. And not only are we going to win that game, it's going to be convincing. It's going to be so convincing that nobody can ever say, wow, what a shocking upset the Arizona Cardinals pull off. No, blowout. I'm talking the kind of blowout that we saw week 1 a few years ago against the Titans. My prediction, and I've felt this in my bones for weeks, 34-20 Cardinals.
I fucking love it. Let's do it. And if you're wrong, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Well, you better get ready to pay for a plane ticket, buddy.
Wow.
I will start speaking. Where are you, North Carolina or South Carolina?
North.
I will start speaking North Carolinian.
Get ready to learn Bojangles and Cookout, buddy.
Oh, I love Bojangles and Cookout.
We all picked the over, so I'm gonna do a straight bet on that. I'm gonna throw like $25 on that. Because the over-under line's at 46.5. I got us at 49.
I will say, Will doesn't promote gambling, but if you do, this is a good one. Pick of the week is FanDuel has a line where if we beat them by 14 or more, it's plus 1,800.
What? Really?
Yeah. So I've been getting some bonus bets and I've been placing it on that. If we win by the margin I specified, I win $800.
I love that Will is in his degenerate gambler era.
He says,
last year it was like borderline alcoholic. Now he's in his degenerate gambler.
I was never a borderline alcoholic. I drank recreationally.
Sure, pal.
I drink like every couple of weeks.
Okay. How's the weather up there on your high horse?
I'm not Miss Oh, I can't do a podcast without drinking.
How's it feel to
Shut up.
I'm fucking with you. You know it.
I know.
You guys
All
in the room? You guys good? You guys can fight it out.
Tune in for the end of the season. Me and Will are gonna go on live and box.
Yeah.
We'll fly Will out here, just get his ass whooped.
This is, unfortunately for me, this is not the kind of box I'm used to with college and all.
Oh my god. All right, we're out. We gotta go.
All right. Yeah. This has been another spectacular episode of the Redbird Redzone podcast. My name is Will. You can find me on Twitter at LiveOnThatSwing.
Yo, I'm Matt. Thank you guys for joining us. We're having a little, just a quick little episode tonight. Football game is on and everything. So we'll be back next week. A lot more to talk about. Appreciate you guys. Find me on Twitter, AZSportsFien. That's FIEN.
And I'm Jackie. You can find me on Twitter at JSanDiego. That is with 2 O's. I need Patrick Mahomes to get his shit together and start scoring me points, but we are out.
I'm going to get some head. Peace.
Wow.